Welcome to the Biles of. Today we're having our first episode of Biles of. It's basically based in Uganda, and our main purpose is discussing ideas and sharing ideas regarding the local league. I'm your host today. I'm Brighton Muganzi, and I have two guys with me today, and these are the semi-finalists that we have into the Uganda Cricket T20 tournament, proudly sponsored by Leica Mobile. And regarding a recap, after the break, we will have an introduction from these guys, and we'll have a share of the recap regarding quarterfinals of the last weekend that occurred in Entebbe and Gogo respectively. But as for now, we'll have an introduction with the two semi-finalists that we have on our podcast today. We have Dr. David Wawire. He can introduce himself.
Yeah, most welcome. I'm honored to be here. David Wawire here, and playing with the Avengers. Very excited to feature in the semi-final.
And on the next seat, we have
Alright, thank you. Innocent Mwawaze here, captain Abojo Cricket Club. Yeah, I should say my title favorites, but yeah, I have my fellow semi-finalists, but yeah, we shall meet, hopefully.
yeah, first of all, I would like to congratulate both of these guys. Unfortunately, they are both going at around 140 kph, and here I am with 84 kph. But it's okay. Today they are on the hot seat, and first of all, I would like to congratulate David upon your previous game. Unfortunately, I didn't see you batting. I was fielding. And Mwela the innocent from Abuja. Well, it's good to see you guys on our very first episode. And yeah, hope we carry on. And first and foremost, we'd like to have a recap on what happened the previous weekend after the break.
We are here for the grit. We track standings, dissect defining moments, and shine a spotlight on the local legends who make the sport what it is.
Welcome back from the break. Here we'll start off with a recap regarding the previous weekend. I'll talk about a few games that happened in Entebbe Cricket Oval. That's the lakeside. First, in the morning, there was Ceylon versus Avengers, and unfortunately, it was interrupted by rain, and the game was shortened to 6 overs.
I know it's unfortunate.
It was fortunate, unfortunate.
It's fortunate to the winner and unfortunate to the...
Yeah. So let me first ask you a few questions. Like, Dave, what did you think? What was your idea on regarding on the weather and then the wicket? We understand Avengers won the test, right?
Yeah.
And they are elected to bat first. Well, what do you think about that?
Yeah, well, I've lost a knockout stage before by toss, by bowling to wicket. So I don't really like leaving knockouts to fate, to chance. I usually prefer having the chance to fight for it. Yeah, whether or not someone thinks I deserve to be there or not, but if I work my way there, I'd rather have a chance of playing. So reaching Entebbe that day, the weather was off. It looked more of kind of a wet day. Personally wanted the game to play because Ceylon came in as favorites. I think from the start of the tournament they were favorites, title favorites and stuff. We only looking at a few other teams to challenge that position. So that day it was more of, okay, I need a chance. We need a chance to do this. And there's always more comfort for the person who was coming as, yeah, not necessarily like underdog, but the one who is not favorite, because Avengers has also had a good run. Yeah, so if Ceylon were more favorites, so it it was much easier from the Avengers point of view. So that day, I just didn't want the rain around. But I was glad it
Would have
did
played
and shot a
20
little bit, yeah. Shot a little bit. On the other hand, I feel like if you look at 50 overs, if you look at the entire 20 overs, I felt like Avengers has, or that they presented more depth than
But in
Ceylon.
but in the
Yeah, Ceylon that they had more of a lot of specialization, just and filled with bowlers. I talked to the batsmen, and basically very few people to hold the middle, to hold the middle. So yeah, I'm glad it turned out the way it did.
unfortunately, I was on the other side of the world. Anyway, just a recap: Ceylon versus Avengers last weekend in Entebbe early in the morning. Short, shortened game to 6 overs. Avengers managed to score 70 runs for 5 in 6 overs, and unfortunately for them, they won with 13 runs, right? And it was a good start from Abrade. Yes, Abrade early.
Very
The first
brilliant
over
start.
scoring 23
Brilliant
runs.
start. He actually is a talent.
Yeah, 23 of 9 balls. And then he gave a good start to Avengers. And Robinson Obuya from Ceylon gave his best, scoring 24 runs of 9 balls. And it was a good effort for him. Nevertheless, the team lost by 13 runs. Coming back to Lugogo, it was GM Sugar versus Rounders in the morning. Rounders managed to score 84. They played 13 overs, I guess. 84 for 4, and GM Sugar managed to score 86 for 1. They just 86 for 1. GM Sugar, yeah, it was a very good knock. Highlights from Stephen Wawose, scoring 43 runs of 37,
Yeah.
and Bavish Bai, yeah, scored 55 of 34 of 35
That's for
goals.
GM Sugar.
Yeah. In the afternoon, Ismaili versus Kachi Tigers. Kachi Tigers, the title contenders of the ODI. Again, over 20. No, ODI. We were able to, they failed to chase, right? They failed to chase 136 runs. They scored 122 for 7 after Kakuru Sayas gave them a very good start by scoring 57 runs. No, by scoring 46 runs of 26. And Ali scored 77 of 57.
Wow.
Yeah, it was a very good knock from Ali, and they managed to win by 14 runs, Ismaili. And the game of the day, that was Wanderers versus Avojo. I think Avojo have got
That was
a
the
very
game.
great rivalry with Wanderers after a day Wanderers scored 300 in an ODI tournament against Avojo. And I think that was the first and it could be the last. I may not
I don't
know
think
that.
it's
But I think as per now, it was the first. It was the last game Wanderers won against Avojo, if I'm well. And a few highlights from Avojo. I don't know. Captain Mweba the Innocent, you could share a few highlights with what were you guys looking up to as Avojo? We've seen Avojo score 15 overs against Kachi Tigers. They have a very good attacking order, batting order, whereby they are good at chasing scores. For the past 5 games I've watched them play. So Mweba the Innocent, please share your highlights.
Alright. Alright, thank you. First and foremost, I was in the captain of the day. It was Sawa Brand, who has been our captain, I think, throughout the T20 tournament. So, yeah, all credit really goes to him. Yeah. He has proven to be a good leader. Yeah. So, well, we're privileged to be playing with our coach. Yeah, with our coach. So, he's a person who always spots out leaders in his team. So, we have had a transition. Murundi first led the team, then and later chipped in and led the team for some while. and this time around it's our brand who's taking us in the T20. So yeah, all credit goes to him.
Yeah.
And about the game, well, I can say it was, well, pretty sure thing of just stick to the basics, to the game plans. Our game plan has been the same from game one. From game one.
You guys were playing T20 in ODI as well.
Yeah, well, say why play longer version yet you can score that, you can make a big score in just a few overs and just you can shorten your game. Yeah, hit your 320 overs instead of hitting the 350 overs. Yeah, you shorten your game, you create your own T20. So yeah, I think it prepared us well. And on the bowling side, our bowling side has actually been the strong department compared to the batting side because, well, the batsmen were struggling a little bit, but they have actually proven to be so instrumental in our journey. We realized our top order because we had low scores, especially in the 50 over games. We had low scores because our top order wasn't really performing and they weren't giving us overs in. So upon our mid order was the one building up the game and the back order. So it was quite a challenge. But this time around, it's very nice to see Amos, Asaba, Benja, or a few changes in the batting lineup, and they have actually proven to be working. So, and our game strategy, as I told you, was the same. Come attack the ball because the game is transitioning. It's no longer a game of come, hold, 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 hold. You have to put runs on board. So that has been our strategy of come, attack, express yourself because that's the easiest way of scoring because you don't score while trying to survive. So as our coach always says, uh, well, we call it in our, well, I'll speak a little bit of Doro. Yeah, it's a term that we use of, well, okay, I'll just put it in English, like, don't mind about anything. Yeah, don't think. That's what our coach tells us. Don't think. When the ball comes to you, play to your best potential. Yeah, play your best shots. Don't fear. So that's why you see the whole play. Very many people didn't embrace it in the beginning, but they have started to like it because it's proving to be effective. Also, there are very many ridiculous things that we're learning from our coach. Well, as I said, it's a privilege to have him play with us on the same field. Also, the field sets that we use. We saw a brilliant spell from Lindon. I believe he's now one of the quickest in Uganda. I should say. Yeah, that fellow is smart. I think he's now quicker than him in his prime. I don't know what else to say about So yeah, yeah, it was really nice to see batsmen, coiling because I think we only had one fielder on the leg side who was mid wicket, and the only other fielder that was in front of the bat was covered. All the other fielders were on the offside behind the bat. And we didn't see any drive. It was only, I think, one drive in his for over spell, which was seen, but it was a very brilliant spell. So, well, they had a good knock. They set, I think, 130 something.
Yeah, set 136 for 4.
Yeah, they set 130 something. So, they had the partnership in there. I think it was Biarhanga and Achalam. Yeah, a little bit with Achalam and yeah, and then I don't recall very well, but they had some partnerships in there. But the thing was, we just had to keep our cool, and back up our basics. So the main thing was focus on your potentials instead of focusing on the opponent. So focus on your strength instead of focusing on your opponent's strength. So because we knew we're a better side, more athletic, and we gave it our all. We managed to get three run out.
Yeah, exactly.
Three run out. That's quite a big number. That's quite a big number when it comes to such a level. Yeah. So yeah, it was a brilliant one. We were very electric in the field. Well, we are a young team, so we didn't expect less. Then the batting ways, as I said, calm, attack, because that's the new style. When you see India play, it's the same style. When you see Butler play, it's the same style. You saw England, name it. It's the same style. So yeah. So whenever we come out to bat, our target is always 10 per over. 10 per over. So we just hit in 14. Yeah. And we did all our 20 minutes. So that's the same plan that we are looking at even in the games that are coming, even in the semi-finals. Yeah. Thank you.
Well, thank you, Mr. Innocent. A few recaps and a few highlights. The Ranga Joseph scored 28 points from one race. I think he was the highest scorer. But Baguma Joseph, who batted at one down, had a very great partnership with Pascal Murungi. Pascal scored rather 44 runs and Baguma scored 39 runs. So it was a good display from the top order as we've seen from Avodio. Every time their top order back well, it gives them momentum and they back totally well. And after the break, we'll come back with highlights talking about which teams are going to play. Or we already know the teams that are going to play in the semi-finals tomorrow on Sunday. So we'll share a fixture. We'll share a fixture with you guys, and then we'll discuss about what strategies these teams have, what their senior players and former captains talk about these games, and then we'll see what comes next.
Should be a maximum, and yes, first maximum reaches. Ahura comes up. A bit of a half tracker. Pulled away, Baba was clear. And another ball there. Ahura Amos.
Welcome, guys, from the short break. So, as you see, these guys are very excited to share with us about what they are thinking. What I don't know, they may not share their game plans with us, but definitely we'll love to know. Of course, everyone here thinks he's a winner. As sportsmen, we always want to win, but I would be glad if I see both of these teams into the finals. Yeah, mostly, my side now, but I can't. My side was out of the league, and and now, before that, we can share with you the fixtures on Sunday, and these games will be in Entebbe at the Lakeside Oval, Crocs at the Oval. Yeah, that's the favorite name. And it will be Avengers versus Ismaili in the afternoon, while Abojo versus GM Sugar in the morning. Yeah, very interesting. And now I would love to start with Captain Innocent. Once a captain, always a captain. Share with us about what you expect from the game. I understand it's the very first time Abojo has appeared in the semi-finals for the last, I think, 8 years. Playing, yeah, since existing, since they started playing the league, they existed 15 to 10 years back, 10 years almost. But it's their very first time in the league appearing in the semi-finals. I think it's a broken stone. Like it's a great achievement for them, and it hasn't been an easy journey. We'll have to share this journey in the next maybe sometime. We'll have a special journey for Abojo. But for today, we'll have to focus on the semi-finals. What do you guys expect? What you may not share the game plans, but what do you guys feel? How is the camp? I understand it says I think it's one of the teams and clubs that trains every day with a couple of number of players that stay around with each other, and they train so much. So today I saw guys who were training. They are very hype and they show positive energy. So would love to know what's your feeling about. It's your first time appearing in the semi-finals. So would love to hear about how you're feeling.
Well, thank you. Uh, the first positive is we're both the teams Jane Sugar. It's also their first time ever in the semi-final. So
Their first season.
yeah, well, in their first season, but well, okay, well, we shall take that. But yeah, it's all our first time. So yeah, there's no experience there. So it'll be our first experience. So and coming to the confidence part of it is I believe we have an advantage because um, Gem Sugar just got promoted from Division 2 and we've been in Division 1, so that's a plus. So it's a confidence boost. Um, then knowing that they have never played from the Entebbe Cricket Over, I think it's going to be their first time playing from there. So and we've played from there a couple of times, so maybe we may know the conditions much better than them. Well, hopefully we shall use them to our advantage. Well, I won't really go deep into the game strategies and stuff, but um, as I kept telling you, we're mainly focusing on our strengths, not on our opposition strengths, because we know they're a good side. Because we had a chance to watch them play against Wonders in the quarterfinals, and they're a good side, they're a decent side, and we kind of have the same game plan, game strategy, because they also come hard at the ball as we do, and they're a decent side. They're a decent side, I should say. We had never seen them play. It was our first time to see them play, so yeah, we're also expecting some shockers in there because it's much better and easier when you're playing a side that I know this team they have Dave Guawiri, they have Brighton Muganzi, they have Capo Johnson. I don't know, but well, at least they'll play with each other and you know which part they are good at and which part they are weak at. But for this side, we don't know. We don't know. And the only game that we have that plays an advantage to us is the only game that we watched against Rounders, and it can't give you enough analysis. But the thing that we have to focus on is what can we do best? Yeah, we're a young team, and we're trying together. Trying together, we take ourselves as we're not just teammates, we are brothers because we've grown up together, went to the same school, and we know each other personally even outside the game. So we look at using that to our advantage, and all the other conditions really, and leaving it to the Almighty. We do our best, and we leave it to the Almighty to decide whether we do. Yeah.
Okay, thank you very much, Innocent Melody. Getting back to David Wawinga, with the exception of Ismaili, Abojo, and GM Sugar, I think all those teams are making their debut to a semi-final. Avengers has been there before, if I'm right. Uh, Looking at this, I can say you would feel more confident because you've been there before, other than the rest of the teams. So I want to know, would love to know how do you feel? How do you feel about appearing in the semifinals, having the leading batsman in the tournament from your club? Uh, More so, Ismail also has the leading bowler, right, in the tournament. It's gonna be a very good game and a very interesting game. Actually, the semifinals are gonna be very interesting. Looking at the team that has the best batsman and the team that has the best bowler facing against each other, and then the two debutants, GM Sugar and Abojo. GM Sugar being playing its very first season and appearing in the semi. Yeah, it's gonna be a very tight schedule, very unpredictable, and to your advantage, you've been there before. I think the other season, or you are still in Ceylon, but Avengers have been there. So share with us your views upon regarding the Asian semi-finals.
Thanks, Alberta. For me, I've personally I've played a number of semi-finals, a number of tournaments, and it's my first season with Avengers. It's been an eventful one. However, this is one semi-final run that I feel is unique. One, it's a reflection of how far Uganda cricket has come. The extent that we have 14 that are going to feature in the semi-final, but you don't hear any of the founder teams. Wanderers, Rounders, yeah? Those used to be the teams up here. So I feel like there's been some loosening of the grip, some loosening of the monopoly. I don't know if that's the right word to use of the game, because I like what I see when I look at Avoid. It's a tough journey. It was a tough journey. Believe me, I saw the Avoid dream start. I'm lucky to have been alive to see the Avoid dream start and see how far it has come. Because I can narrate that, at least what I saw from the outside, not from the inside. So it's good to see such a team with a lot of confidence. And then if if I could point out the dark horse in this semi-final, GM Sugar. I feel Abojo has a very big mountain and sand. There's a lot of first times about GM Sugar. First time in this, first time in that, first time in that. But above all, they've had a smooth run to the semi-finals. That is the second. They are dominating this league in their own. We were playing for the first time, and for them, they have winning first time encounters. I think we shouldn't overlook this, because it was the first time playing in Gogo, they won first, second, they did. And this is a team that is winning. So, so from that point, I think there's a team that needs to be accorded respect. One, you don't know any of the players. Again, so yeah, even not even that, but we don't know the talents they possess. Today we are so and so, tomorrow we are so and so. So it's hard to keep track of them. So I feel like yes, son, it's a game I'm going to watch. It's a game I'm going to make time. I'm going to be there. I'm going to be there with the players. See, and I hope it doesn't fail. I need to see game Sugar because it can upset the tempo of this tournament. On the other hand, I think they have made the best match for them. They made another complete side that has style and has struggled to define this style. Just like Mudei said the other day. If you move away from coercion, you don't force people to do your thing. Do it in your country. When other people see it and it's good, they will do it. Exactly. Yeah, so I feel like I feel like Nyakashura, aka Avoid, you get it? Didn't force anyone to copy their style. They were criticized for the reason. Okay, it works out and it doesn't work out the other. But that's just the nature of the game of cricket. And at the moment, it is the strongest team being in the semi-final. Why? Because the highest number of national team players and the 19 yet. So it has very experienced players right now. Yeah, they're not. They are like age is just a number, young, kind of young. But in terms of cricket, they actually mature players. You get it? Each of those players, about almost 5 of their senior players, each of them has had, on average, about 4-5 tours in the last 2 years. Yeah, in the last 2 years. It's in the team, in a state country, Uganda, form an associate with the name was, but in a country like Uganda, that's plenty of cricket. So Abojo has that advantage. They get for this committed. So that's an advantage. Two, so I feel like that's a match. If anyone should miss a game, they shouldn't miss that one. Yeah, that match.
It's early in the morning.
It's early in the morning.
10 a.m.
Yeah, those who sleep in the morning Saturday can still make it. Yeah, believe me, if you go to that hangover, they will do it. So then on the other hand, for Avengers, sorry, I derailed a bit from the question. But for Avengers, I'm excited. I sort of still don't understand how Avengers works, honestly. Honestly, I don't understand how Avengers works. But one thing I know is it's a family. It's like Mr. Niram with his little boy. And it's so much fun being in that dressing room. I can assure it's so much fun. So like I look at Yasha Joshi as the big bro, then now now those boys have actually taken it on. They've learned the responsibility, they understood they are actually the team, yeah, in their own way, you get, and they're excelling at it. They've learned that we own this team, we are setting the tone. So much so that sometimes you're on that field and I just want to be part of that team. Yeah, I like what is going on. And they understand their roles, and it's beautiful. It's just so nice to watch.
Taking responsibility.
Yeah, they do take responsibility when it comes to the bowling.
It's our local
Oloka knows when to bowl and what to bowl. So he knows when and what to bowl. You get it? So it's already a working system. I must say, yes, we don't see the usual contenders for this competition, yeah, but I think they have maybe actually have system. Yeah, because when I analyze all the teams, that's the common thing. They have no working system. They play together.
They stay together.
Take an example. No offense.
Yeah, so it's pretty short. If you take an example with Avodio, it's like a family. They've started together, they've grown up together, they've stayed together. Look at James Sugar, they work together after someone from operating the machine back to the field. So there's that family
kind of thing.
Yeah, look at Avengers, look at Ismail. So I think the rest of the clubs should adopt to this system. Yeah, I love big clubs with big names, but there's a lot of.
But they need to bring back family.
Yeah,
because the game is just more than
pelting
the ball and then someone hits you. You get it? Yeah. So I feel that because when I entered the Avengers dressing room, I saw a lot of youngsters. I didn't notice some bit of grit. Like get one.
The desire.
Yeah. Even amidst the jokes we make, you see that one person is like he wants it. Not one, not two, not three. You get it? Yes. So you find everyone chipping in to the best of their ability, and eventually you win a game. You lose one, you lose another. Yes. See guys, actually doing it. Ismail gave us a shocker, which is a beautiful thing to have.
Yeah.
I feel like over the years, Kachi Tigers have really been. I think we all knew the moment Kachi Tiger gets up there,
It never gets
it
done.
never gets down.
Yeah.
Like, but it was, I don't know what happened that day, but
Yes,
it's the game of cricket.
They were like 80 something
Mm. For two,
for two.
and then all of a sudden they collapse.
Yeah.
That's cricket for you. Yeah. So I feel like going in here, everyone has about 25% chance
Yeah.
of winning the toss.
Yeah. So I think this is someone is supposed to be booked on Sunday. Nowhere to go.
I've cleared my issue from
Yeah.
morning.
I've been at the ground and actually before.
Whether you want it or not.
So it's a very good day for cricket, mostly for Uganda cricket. It's good to see most of. I think these teams have the highest number of youngsters. You look at Avengers, you look at Ismail.
I can assure you the average age in this semi-final. Okay, with exception to GM Sugar, because I don't know most of the players.
They're
No,
also not.
yeah, no offense.
They're also
Yeah.
young team.
Yeah. So you look at Ahodu,
Avengers,
Avengers.
Ismaili.
Yeah, those teams. I can assure you the average age should be about 25. Yeah, about 25. I think so. Of course, for us, ours popped up by Mr. Nigam, but the one big guy. So that being popped up by Mr. Ruan, but no, we are down there.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I have.
No.
I
I would do that.
Yeah.
Producer
will crop it
out.
Well, I may not talk about predictions because both of you are players, but I will definitely have to give my opinion.
Yeah.
Since yeah, I would definitely share my ideas regarding according to each team. We've shared a lot before. We've shared. Everyone has shared their statistics, thoughts about what's gonna happen. But if I'm trying to analyze, both teams are equally good fit for finals. Well, but it will depend which team needs it most. It's not about how good your team is. It's not about how strategic you are. It's not about where the toss, but it's it's about who needs it most, who handles the pressure most. Well, taking you back to the Wanderers game, avoid your pushed pressure to Wanderers, having reckless run out in the game about 3, and yet that shows pressure. So same can happen in the semi-finals. Who handles the pressure? And I see analysis. My favorite team, I will not mention it, but if I can talk about Avodio, they have a very
I think that's what
I don't know why they have a very honestly, if I would be disappointed if Avodio don't make it to final. They definitely have no excuse. To my analysis, they have the best spinners, I can say, with the exception of maybe Senyon and Franco, who are not in the finals, okay, in the semi-finals, who are not playing. As for now, if you look at the bowling side of Abodio, Matthew and Baguma, being in Entebbe as well, we've seen how these guys have carried the team on their back. They've taken responsibility, and they have a very good bowling side. Looking at Matthew and Danger Baguma, come look at the Simai, talk about Lyndon. I think he's one of the best bowlers so far in the semi-finals. You can ask you, are you still good? No. Well, when you look at when you look at Lyndon, you look at he's a little bit weak. You look at Pascal Maroon. That's
No, I think going into the semi-final, maybe the other same up from GM Sugar.
James Sugar. Yes,
And Lyndon Jones.
So those are the bowlers we have to look up to in this batting side. We can look at Chidega, who has stated that.
So that is for the morning game.
Morning game, that's Abojo and.
So the
and
bowlers
James
towards, I
Sugar.
think it's the first Siemens.
Yeah,
Him and then James Sugar Siemens.
Yeah.
And just coming quite happy for that.
Yes, and the batsmen we can look at Amos Aurora.
Was it Pradesh? Pradesh?
Yeah, from James Sugar.
Yeah.
Not so sure. The one that took it, the one that spoke is Patel.
Yeah.
That could be anyone.
Yeah.
That could be anyone.
Yeah, but
But
is the one who scored 77.
he's in good touch.
Yeah.
So then scoring, I think he even has a century in that.
He's in good touch.
Yeah. So basically,
It's
gonna be
but
a very
I want to
interesting
see how
game.
I want to see how he actually handles the spin duo
Yeah.
from Abojo.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, this is a game to watch.
Yeah, it's a game to watch.
Unless-
The morning game,
If
guys.
you have other plans for the weekend, but I don't say plan bigger than
I'm
this.
already
Okay,
booked by
I think the only thing that would have taken me, the only thing that wouldn't allow me to go for this game would be maybe a World Cup game. But unfortunately, we're not in the World Cup. So. No, producer will cut that out.
Anyways, in the afternoon, yeah, you guys look up to. I don't know whether Riyazat is gonna come back for that game. Junaid Khan.
Why do I think he's around? But just wants to keep us in suspense.
Rizzo, are you around?
Maybe he was waiting for his opportunity.
Yeah.
So, Alisha, are
But
you around?
Ismail-
What did you
But Ismaili has had a very great this year. They had chance to play in
Dubai, yeah?
Dubai League. So you can see they're exposed and played up to knockout stages. So wow, it's a very good team. Potentially okay. I'll look at Gulam. I mean, Gulam has led the bowling side.
Oh yeah.
Smiley and
Fantastic.
yeah, as well as the
But I don't know, we actually played against Ismail in the group stages.
Oh.
And we won one game, lost the other.
Mm.
Avengers did win one game and lost the other. But I don't know why, I only remember the loss. There is just a way they came for that win, and I was like, okay.
So
Interesting.
we can say it's 1-1. And
Honestly,
now
honestly,
series 1-1.
the
Now
semis, in my view, the semis are even points.
yeah.
The semis are even points. Whoever made these fixtures want to thank their logarithm for aligning things like that. The semis are even points.
Yeah.
I wouldn't want them any better than this.
Well, finally, guys, book your ticket after church. You can come to Entebbe. It depends on the car you're driving. It could take you 10, 20 minutes, or even 5 minutes, depending on your.
Just don't plan.
But just not all tickets are get at home by later.
Just don't plan.
All tickets are get at home by later.
We end up catching it online, but there's another planet.
We are going to be streamed online on Uganda Cricket Uganda YouTube channel. They will be live. If you can't make it to the ground, just tune on and be live. Well, we'll come back with more updates on Monday. Hopefully, I'll do this to you guys again.
We shall be here. And hopefully we shall be smiling.
Just something.
Yeah. Well, it's a Belgium after work show. Probably sponsored, not sponsored.
We talked about players to go to the morning game. What about the afternoon?
Oh yeah, so
You already have decided, so. But it's okay.
It's okay.
get your political.
Why
But in the afternoon,
why do you want to close the show?
in the afternoon, Ismaili versus Avengers. Men to watch. I've already talked about Milan. I don't know.
I think Alisha is showing up.
Alisha,
They have Alicia, they have Ali.
Ali,
There's
yeah,
Ali. And then there's Junaid.
Junaid,
Junaid with the ball. Alisha.
around
Alisha is bottom.
yeah, with the bat.
I think we shall just give him a single and then go to the others.
Okay.
But
Okay.
that's
Yeah,
the
that's-
plan actually.
And Avengers, of course, we're not watching.
Very many names. Very many names.
Chideka,
Nirav.
Christopher.
Yeah.
Nirav is on the technical committee. You can watch him from the
I
outside the
can
room.
assure you, he has had a part to play in almost all, if not all, Avengers movies.
Yeah.
Yeah, he has a good tactical eye.
Mm. Very strategic.
Yeah, he has a good tactical eye.
Actually, I would see him on the previous game. Actually, I'm not supposed to talk about it, but anyway,
You're still
Well-
still recovering.
yeah, I'm still
Well, I just
recovering.
have one thing to talk about Europe. You realize there's a time when he was away. I think that's when we're in the 50 over was away and Avengers really struggled. It really struggled.
Actually, I think Avengers is relegated.
Yeah, it was even relegated. Yeah, it was even relegated. But you see his impact when he came back.
Is it official that they relegated?
Definitely.
Yeah,
Last two.
it is official. Yeah. Well, it's a shocker. Two teams that were relegated actually qualified to the
It's
to
my
the quarterfinals. No,
To the
the
quarterfinals,
quarterfinals. Yeah,
yeah.
that was Wanderers and Avengers.
oh, yeah.
But now coming back to Europe, yeah, when he came back, his presence, Avengers has been a different team in these T20s because of his presence. So yeah, we can really say that.
He's the man to watch also.
He
Yeah,
is.
yeah,
He's the man to watch.
Yeah.
Whether on or off the field, he's the man to watch. What he brings to the team.
Talk about the youngsters. Chideka Christopher was leading with the
I
batting.
think,
Yes.
I think when we talk Avengers, I'm no longer looking at Big and He's not.
He has manned that ship,
Mm.
and he's a disciplined
Yeah, man.
cricketer.
Mm.
He has a certain degree of work ethic that
Mm.
he's a man you can trust. Yeah, he's a man you can trust. You can just he's the one player you can count on and be like, okay, can only be come on. Can handle him, but otherwise he's good to go. It's only the game that can actually handle him, but he 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 has sort of tamed himself to play this game.
Mm.
Yeah, I must say. And
Local players.
Pius Soloka is another one who understands it. They actually know their strength. Even if you're for how many, but if you see they've been practicing this sport, you get, and I've been playing the short.
That's a man to watch.
No, that's for the other team to decide about himself. He is.
I understand Simas nowadays try to act like they're batsmen. I wonder.
We've seen that even about the country.
Yeah.
Standing out.
Exactly. I didn't want to say it, but it just squished out of my lips. Wow.
So we really try to supplement whenever you can chip in, you chip in. But it's also good to know the team can allow you to do that. If the team is that organized, can allow you to do that, can allow you to chip in as well. It's a good environment. Yeah, it's good to see.
And I think we are winding up with the podcast. Well, it's Bizo After Work Show, a podcast. We are yet to get a sponsor. We're glad to have you guys here. And today, your host was Brighton Muganzi. I'm not a former cricketer.
You're a cricketer.
I'm a cricketer. Uganda. Yeah.
I'm also not a former cricketer.
Yeah.
Guess what have you done? Yeah. I'm not a cricketer.
Yeah. Well, I'm your host today, and I have my guests, my semi-finalists, David Wawire and Innocent Mwebazi. These two guys have played qualifiers. Boo! We'll give you more highlights tomorrow, and next weekend we shall come with your stuff for the weekend or your stuff for the week. We might hopefully will host one of the stars over this week. And every week we shall be bringing to you one of the greatest local players to have a discussion and to share their story with us. Thank you so much. You can subscribe to our channel and like and share. Thank you so much. Peace. Cheers, guys. It was good having you here. Let's see you guys.
This
Have a
way or
blessed
that way? This way.